1.
Welcome to the Enigma Daily, everybody, our Wednesday edition. And you know how we do on Wednesdays? We get a little spooky. And so today we're going to be talking about something that is a recent phenomenon that's been taking place. Actually, hold on, let me get this set up here. It's actually this character called the Hat Man, right? And you know how we do around here now. We have a new way of presenting things. So we took in your considerations. And we have now added in this function right here so we can bring up a news article to talk about it. And so today's quick 10-minute live video is going to be about the paranormal experience that people are having globally, actually. And they're calling it the Hat Man. Now, the Hat Man has really only been around since, or the Hat Man phenomenon has really only been around since probably early 2000s, based on the research that I was able to do. But we have this article pulled up from theweek.com over here, and it basically says, who is the Hat Man, shadow people, and sleep paralysis? I can answer all three of those for you, right? If you're not familiar with the Hat Man, it's basically what it is people have been reporting for the last 20 years waking up in a form of sleep paralysis. And sleep paralysis, if you're not familiar with it, is when you wake up suddenly, but you have awareness of your surroundings, but you can't really move. Your body's in a locked type of form, right? And scientists will tell you that that is when you wake up too quickly, your subconscious body is shutting you down to keep you from doing something, drastic that would hurt yourself. I don't believe that, actually. I've actually, on my, again, if you're the first time finding this channel, we're a sister channel of the Ancient Enigma Files. I've actually had some very unpleasant experiences with shadow people. And I did a video of it on our Enigma Cast episode. If you want to see that, go to the homepage, hit the Ancient Enigma Files, go over there and look it up. It should be right when you subscribe. It'll be the video that pops up at the top. You can check it out. I think sleep paralysis is actually a form of paralysis that these beings put you in to harvest the fear from your body. And I've talked to several people on my show, and I've been on several shows. The Journey to the Truth podcast was the one I was just recently on, explaining that as well. He had experienced it as well, and he had some very good intakes on what he thought these things were, and I'll share that with you in a minute. But the Hat Man appears to be a variation of sleep paralysis combined with people seeing shadow people, for lack of a better word, for naming this phenomenon or this event. But what makes the Shadow Man different is that it seems that he can hold you in a state of sleep paralysis longer than dealing with regular, sleep paralysis shadow beings. And he seems to be wearing a hat. And honestly, that kind of throws me for a loop. I don't understand it. The question that I have is like, Lily, what is that, what's up with that hat? That's literally just the thing that came into my mind when I was doing the research on this. But like, what's up with that hat? But that is a real phenomenon. He seems to be wearing a hat. And if you go over here as well, it talks about this article. This article will be in the link or the comments of this video after it cleans up and we post it after the live. If you want to click on it, go and read it. It's very interesting. And it just basically talks about, people experiencing nightmares and the Hat Man and sleeping in and out of consciousness. And this guy, they all describe it, worldwide phenomenon of him wearing a wide-brimmed hat. Now, if you want to get into the psychology of this or what this is, you have I call it the sleep version of it, where they want to tell you that you're just having a bad dream. And your sleep paralysis is when you're locked into this state where you can't hurt yourself when you wake up. Don't believe that. Because if that was the case, I don't believe in mass hallucinations where 45 people can hallucinate the same thing at the same time. I definitely don't believe that this was a worldwide phenomenon that everybody is experiencing across the globe at the same time for the last 25 years. That's stupid, right? Now, we do know that we live in a world that is mirrored by the spirit world. Everybody knows that, right? And there are malevolent spirits out there. And we do know that occasionally, I use the term bleed through happens. So you have the paranormal world, or I'll just refer to it as the spirit world, or interdimensional beings, whatever you want to call it, right? And that's what I think this is. This is some type of interdimensional being or some type of paranormal experience that people are having, right? And this is a universal figure that's spread across. You can look up every culture on the planet, from Eskimos to the Kiwis down in New Zealand to Japanese and to, Hindus. They've all experienced this, right? But if you peel the layer back one layer, and that's what I like to do on this channel. Again, we keep the same premises that we keep on the main channel, is that something is going on and we're not debating that. We're going to try to talk about what it is. African cultures for thousands and thousands of years speak of a race of people that feed off of our fear, and that our fear produces a low vibration energy that they can eat, or that this sustains them. And they refer to it as the loosh, right? And people that are really down deep in these rabbit holes refer to the shadow being experience and the hat man experience as loosh farming. Something is farming their fear and feeding off of their fear, right? And when I was on the journey to the most natural reaction to people is to say, oh, these are demons, right? Demons, interdimensionals, extraterrestrials. I just prefer the term the not us's. These are not human entities doing this, right? And in my own experiences, looking back and reflecting to what happened to me back in the day, I actually think there's a lot of truth in that, because the moment I stopped being afraid and got angry, it stopped. Oh, and there's another thing too as well that I'll tell you, the key to making this go away. It went away. It stopped, right? The Journey to the Truth podcast that I was on, and we had a conversation where he believed that what shadow people are extraterrestrial beings, either probably on the earth or, wherever, doing some type of astral projection with their body, moving their souls out of their body and showing up in your rooms. It always happens in your rooms, right? People are always seeing this in the rooms. I have seen a couple people say they've seen it in the forest, but majority of them, 99% of the time, it's going on in people's bedrooms in that state of sleep paralysis. But he thinks that it's some type of astral projection that is taking place or occurring, and that they are feeding off of your fear. And I actually agree that it could possibly be that. There's something going on, something is happening, and they are feeding off of everybody's fear to go into it as well. But there's one familiar antidote to all of these situations that happens with dealing with these hat man occurrences, is that once people invoke the name of Jesus, the phenomenon stops. The entity flees and the phenomenon goes away. That's what lead a lot of people to believe that this is some type of demonic activity. But when you dig deeper and deeper into it, it also leads you down the rabbit hole that Christ is king and Jesus is king and God over everything. So every being that's on this earth or in this physical plane or interdimensional has to operate by those laws. And when you invoke the name of Jesus, it will flee. And there is a strong possibility that either through generational curses or something you've participated in as a child, unbeknownst to you, Halloween activities, Ouija boards, something like that, oaths that you inadvertently had taken or was passed down from your grandparents or parents, has opened up a doorway to allow these type of things to happen. And the best way to make this stop, based on my experience, is calling on the name of Jesus Christ. There's a book that I've read called Unbound, Breaking Generational Curses. It's $10 on Amazon. I have no affiliation with that. You can go look it up on Amazon. It's a great book to read. And fasting. The 21-day Daniel fast, you should look it up. You should do it on January 1st through January 21st. Will cleanse you and break any generational curse, anything that you've closed, any door, close any portal, cast out any evil spirit that's been bonded to you or attached to you or passed down to you from your family bloodlines. So, highly recommend that. And again, do not be afraid. Being scared is what gives them power. Instead of being scared, if this has ever happened to you, trust me, it worked for me. Get angry. Get PO'd. I don't want to curse because I want to keep this up. Get mad. Get really freaking mad. And funnel that energy back at them. as well as invoking the name of Jesus. And I know for a fact, all this will go away. So if this is the first time finding this channel, we are the sister channel of the Ancient Enigma Files. Our format is 8, 10 to 15 minute quick hit videos where we go live Monday through Friday at noon. Every day we talk about conspiracies, paranormal, cryptids, lost history, biblical facts, basically everything you've been taught in your life about history and what really goes down in the world from early as World War II is a complete and total lie. And we're here to help you out. However, this is a new channel. We're trying to get the algorithm going. We're being very successful on our main channel, but this channel is brand new, not even 2 weeks old. So do us a favor, give us a subscribe, give us a thumbs up. And if you don't like the format that we're doing, give it a thumbs down. But if you give us a thumbs down, leave the comment below why you left it a thumbs down, because we do read them and we are looking to make improvements and change things up along the way. So, friends, families, and enemies, I will see you tomorrow, and thanks again for watching. Let me close this out now.
Subscribe now and turn on the notifications to join us on this extraordinary journey into the unknown.